So it's fantastic to know that it's now 16 years since Dr. Hamid made that first startling comment at the HIV conference back in 2000, where he clearly stated that he would make fixed dose combinations available to anybody that would be interested. In fact, he gave a challenge and said he believes he could make it available at $1 a day. So with the opportunity that was taken by CIPLA, eventually we managed to produce these fixed dose combinations at $1 a day. That meant now that we had to mass produce these at that really challenging cost structure, but at the same time must be able to do it at volume. Clearly the opportunity presented itself in the last tender where we were able to produce HIV medicines in South Africa for South Africans. In fact, we spent close on 500 million rand improving the facility to make it PICS qualified so that it actually could supply the full tender from South Africa in South Africa for all South Africans. I think it's so important when we look at the disease of HIV and we understand that it's not just about transmission of HIV. There's a whole social, political and economic driver behind HIV infections. So what better if we could actually produce HIV medicines in Africa for Africa? That would mean that we're not only providing life-saving medicines from our facilities, but we're actually providing them from our facilities in Africa. So CIPLA has not only producing medicine in Durban, they're now producing it in Uganda, and we also hope to produce it from Algeria and also Morocco. That means that these economies are no longer net importers of HIV medicines, they are actually exporting it. And it's generating jobs, it's generating taxes, and it's improving the economies to those countries while saving lives. Millions of lives across Africa will be saved by producing medicines in Africa for Africa. So at the moment, for example, in South Africa, we produce close to 70 million tablets on an annual basis for HIV medicines. We know that 1 in 3 people in the continent of Africa will receive a CIPLA HIV medicine. That's a huge responsibility, but it's one that we fully grasp and we're able to provide and supply. So in our Indian facility, for example, in a 9-month period, we've upped our manufacturing facility because we anticipate that in the coming years, not just 50% of people will be treated, those who are living with HIV and HIV and AIDS, but in actual fact we want to go right up to 90% of people living with HIV will be treated, and they'll be treated from our facilities. So the challenge we have is that the fixed dose combinations we have available today, that's products like Odilune, will with time become less and less effective, and we need to replace them with not only maybe triple therapy but quadruple therapy. Fixed dose combinations that are able to keep pace with the evolution of HIV. And so right now CIPLA is focused on the next generation. And we're not only looking at new combinations, but new dosage formulations. If you take pediatrics, where currently children get suspension, which contains alcohol, we're now manufacturing pellets, which can be sprinkled across the children's food. It doesn't have that bitter flavor, it doesn't have alcohol, and it actually makes sure that the child can be taken care of, and their chances of a long and healthy life is that much more greatly achieved. So the passion that lives in CIPLA in South Africa is about crusading care. It's about making sure that none shall be denied affordable medicines. And I think HIV has become really the poster child of what that means for us. We are driven, absolutely driven, that all 6 million patients living with HIV in this country will get access to treatment. There will be no people denied access, whether it's from affordability issues or in terms of the latest innovation or supply. And that's something which we hold dear to our hearts and we're passionate about. We will not go out of stock. We will make sure our products are most cost effective, and we will make sure we partner with the government that at least 9 out of 10 patients will be treated.